Wolfpack versus African wild dogs, the ultimate canine showdown. Imagine two packs of ruthless predators, each with their own lethal strategies, charging toward each other across an open battlefield. On one side, the ferocious gray wolves, the most powerful and relentless canines of the North. On the other side, the African wild dogs, swift, organized, and ready to strike with unmatched speed and precision. Two packs, two apex predators, one epic showdown. Who will reign supreme? This isn't a one-on-one fight, this is pack versus pack, a battle of strength versus speed, power versus numbers. We're about to witness a clash of canines like no other. So, let's meet our contenders and see what they're bringing to the battlefield. First up, let's dive into the world of the legendary gray wolves, the largest, most powerful canines on Earth. These formidable predators are the ultimate rulers of the northern wilderness, dominating regions from the icy tundras of Alaska to the dense forests of Siberia. Gray wolves thrive in harsh, unforgiving landscapes where survival demands strength, strategy, and a fiercely united pack. But what truly sets them apart? It's their pack structure. A meticulously organized hierarchy led by the alpha male and female. The alpha pair doesn't just lead. They are the masterminds behind every hunt, every battle, and every critical decision. Their subordinates? Offspring and other wolves who respect the chain of command, each with a role to play. In this wolf pack, order isn't a suggestion, it's law. Break it, and you're out. Now, let's talk about size. Gray wolves are massive, towering over most other canines. They can grow up to 6.5 feet long from nose to tail and weigh as much as 180 pounds. That's like having a dog as heavy as a professional wrestler, charging at you at 37 miles per hour. Their powerful jaws pack a bone-crushing bite force of 10,200 psi, 10 times stronger than a human's bite. Imagine jaws that can splinter bones like toothpicks. That's the kind of power we're dealing with. But raw power isn't enough. Wolves are strategic hunters, operating like a well-coordinated military unit. They are endurance specialists, not ambushers. Picture this. A pack of gray wolves spots a moose in the distance. They don't rush in. Instead, they spread out, flanking their prey, isolating the weakest target, and initiating the chase. This chase could last miles, miles of relentless pursuit, each wolf pacing itself, conserving energy while wearing down the prey. Their teamwork is unmatched. While the alpha pair directs the attack, other wolves take strategic positions, cutting off escape routes, driving the prey into a trap. It's not just brute force. It's a calculated, ruthless strategy designed to exhaust, corner, and overpower. But despite their overwhelming strength, gray wolves aren't the only canines capable of pack hunting. There's another contender waiting in the wings, a pack that's smaller, faster, and just as ruthless. The African wild dogs, and they're not going down without a fight. Meet the African wild dogs now. Let's travel thousands of miles south to the scorching plains of Africa, where a very different kind of canine reigns supreme, the African wild dogs. Also known as painted dogs and Cape hunting dogs, these striking predators are as relentless as they are ruthless. With their vibrant coats of black, yellow, and white patches, they look like living works of art. But don't let their beauty fool you. These dogs are natural-born killers. African wild dogs thrive in sub-Saharan Africa, roaming the vast savannas, open woodlands, and grasslands of countries like Kenya, Tanzania, and Zambia. Unlike the cold-loving gray wolves, these canines are built for the blistering heat. Their sleek, slender bodies and short coats are perfect for sprinting across open terrain. But what makes them truly dangerous is their numbers. While gray wolves typically hunt in packs of 5 to 8, African wild dogs roll in massive packs of up to 20 individuals. That's right, 20 relentless hunters, each one fiercely loyal to the alpha male and female. And it's not just about numbers. African wild dogs have one of the most sophisticated communication systems in the animal kingdom. Before every hunt, they rally together and sneeze. Yes, they literally sneeze to cast their vote. The more sneezes, the more they agree, and the more likely they are to hunt. Now, let's talk size and speed. While they're not as massive as wolves, they're built for speed. Weighing in between 40 to 80 pounds, these dogs can hit top speeds of 41 miles per hour, making them one of the fastest canines in the world. Imagine a pack of 20 painted dogs, all sprinting at you faster than a car in a school zone. Terrifying, right? And when they catch up, they don't just attack randomly. African wild dogs are surgical in their strikes. They nip at their prey's hind legs, flanks, and underbelly, weakening it over time while coordinating with their pack members. It's a brutal but highly effective strategy. Hit fast, hit hard, and bring down the prey as quickly as possible. They also have a unique feature that sets them apart: the trenchant heel. This specialized blade-like heel helps them shred meat faster, allowing them to eat quickly before other predators steal their hard-earned meal. But can speed and numbers outmatch the sheer power and crushing jaws of the gray wolves? Let's find out in the ultimate showdown. Now that we've met our contenders, it's time to set the stage for the battle. The battleground? A neutral zone that's neither too hot for the wolves nor too cold for the wild dogs. Southern Europe. The landscape is rugged, with open plains, rocky outcrops, and sparse cover. This terrain offers both packs a fair playing field, room to run, places to hide, and enough obstacles to make this showdown unpredictable. For the African wild dogs, this is a significant change. They're used to the vast, open savannas, where their speed gives them a clear advantage. But here, the rocky terrain could slow them down, making it harder to execute those high-speed chases. The gray wolves, on the other hand, are accustomed to navigating forests and mountainous regions. They might feel more at home in this rugged terrain, using the rocks and slopes to their advantage. They can use the uneven ground to gain higher ground and stage ambushes. But how will each pack adjust to this unfamiliar setting? The African wild dogs might struggle with the cooler temperatures, while the wolves could find themselves overheating during intense chases. It's a test of adaptability as much as it is a test of strength. Now that the stage is set, the lines are drawn, and the packs are ready, it's time to unleash the ultimate showdown. The showdown. Pack versus pack tensions are high as the two packs finally face each other across the battlefield. On one side, the gray wolves stand tall, eyes locked onto their opponents. Their formation is tight, with the alpha male and female at the forefront, ready to defend their territory and assert their dominance. On the other side, the African wild dogs spread out, their numbers nearly double that of the wolves. They're not standing still. They're in constant motion, circling, sneezing, rallying each other for the impending clash. This is a pack that relies on speed and strategy, not brute force. Strategy breakdown. Wild dogs. The African wild dogs have a clear numerical advantage, 15 against 7. They know they can't match the wolves in sheer power, so they must strike fast and in unison. The alpha pair barks out commands, and the pack begins their attack, darting in and out, aiming to isolate the weakest wolves. The wild dogs are relentless, using their numbers to keep the wolves distracted and disoriented. It's a coordinated dance of chaos, and the wolves are struggling to keep up. But the wolves are not about to roll over. They're larger, stronger, and more disciplined. The alpha male lets out a booming howl, rallying his pack to form a defensive circle. The wolves pressed their backs together, creating a solid, impenetrable line of teeth and muscle. The battlefield is a chaotic frenzy of fur and fangs. Wolves are bleeding, wild dogs are limping, and both packs are desperate to end the fight. What a brutal, epic clash we've just witnessed. Speed versus strength, strategy versus power. Two packs of apex predators, each with its own unique style of attack, came head-to-head in an unforgettable showdown. The African wild dogs, with their relentless speed, targeted the wolves' weaknesses and tried to isolate them, while the gray wolves, with their raw power and strategic precision, fought tooth and nail to protect their pack and counterattack. In the end, we may never know who would come out on top in this ultimate canine showdown. Nature has a way of throwing curveballs, and anything can happen when you're dealing with apex predators. So, what do you think? Which pack would win in this brutal battle? The fierce gray wolves or the relentless African wild dogs? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And let's keep the debate going. If you enjoyed this epic battle, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thrilling animal clashes that will keep you on the edge of your seat.